main event here at February Fallout. It is NWA Upstate, and we have got a main event. I'm joined by Buffalo's favorite son, Ivan the Impaler, and senior writer at Pro Wrestling Illustrated, Irish Dan Murphy. We've got Brodie Lee going up against the king of old school, Steve Corino.
It's going to be a great match, Scotty Bender, but I do have to contest this Buffalo's favorite son, Ivan the Impaler. Where does that leave me? A Buffalo native, lifelong. Just bringing the point up. Ivan, your rebuttal.
I'm older than you, therefore I've been the favorite son longer than you. How's that?
You're older than me. You've made twice as many enemies. Anyway, Brodie Lee, Steve Corino, we're going to have a great match here. Obviously, Brodie Lee on his way to an NWA Upstate title shot. But wait, Steve Corino's got the mic.
That's right. What Steve Corino has to say is more important than what you have to say, Dan. Nothing personal.
Brodie, I have nothing but respect for you. I know your name. I watched the tape. I heard you had match of the year with Abyss. Rob's only, was it February? Yeah, you're better than Abyss. 10 times better than Abyss. So you might as well quit for the year, because you're going to win back to the year again. Oh, courtesy of me. And one guy talk. That's what it's big for with the fake gold. The fake gold chain here, that's rehab for quitters. And these are kids who are very kids.
Steve Corino getting on the fans here.
Oh my God, hold on. He's heard all the fat jokes. What do you think you take a hit off your weight, fatty?
Good point. Good point.
Stand up like I touched the nerve. Oh, wait a second, you're so fat I can't get through into the nerves. Hey, Santa, sit down.
He is jolly.
Santa, didn't you? You understand you're so fat that you take up 2 chairs? I would make charge shoot twice. Did they? God, they come to one of my shows. I need fat people like you to fill up the crowd. Hey, lady. Oh, really? Is that your mom? Is that your mom? Oh, it's your mom or is that your girlfriend? Or both? Well, it's funny that you say that then. Young man, you said that you look like you want to do something. Real men probably would jump the ripple by now. Hey. Your mom, and the guy that you said that up in him, he'll still gonna love you. Don't worry about it. Let's have fun. Yeah, shake his hand because we just saved your life. Don't change ECW 5 years ago. And Vince McMahon is showing each and every one of you that buys that damn DVD. Hey. Lady, keep your mouth shut. Lady, if you're my girl, I wouldn't take a girl as big as you. Oh, wait a second.
Got a phone call.
Before I make this, I gotta take this call. Hello? Hey, C.W. Anderson. C.W., here's a girl in the front row that even you wouldn't have sex with. You're married? Oh my God, there's somebody sneaking out the marriage.
Brodie's left.
See, kid, there's hope for you yet. Hey, Brodie. Hey, jabroni! Anybody ever called that before? I could go all night. Nice tattoo. You ever lose any weight and it can go wrap around your arm? Oh, Brodie's coming back. All right, I think I'll wrestle with the microphone. How's that? Everybody want to see me wrestle with the microphone? Okay, good. I love that.
Steve Corino is a former ECW champion, a former NWA champion, up until recently an AWA champion, and these fans are yelling at him. They're dissing him, as the kids say. Well, you know what they should be doing? They should be honored to see Steve.
We're in our main event here on February Fallout. The king of old school, Steve Corino, invading NWA Upstate at the request of Glenn Spector, trying to take out Brodie Lee.
I'm sorry for jumping in, but I'm very impressed with Brodie Lee. Steve Corino, he cuts that very long promo. He's obviously trying to play a little bit of a mind game. He's trying to ice his opponent. Brodie Lee played along with it. In fact, he walked to the back to take a breather himself. Obviously, Steve Corino, the master of the mind game, couldn't get one over on Brodie Lee.
As Corino backs in Brodie Lee. I don't think we're going to see Cream Blake as Meatwad Renfalco, your referee.
You know why? Because Meatwad has the money, C. Meatwad gets the honeys, G.
I'm more of a drawn-together fan myself.
And now again, Corino taking his sweet old time. And he's earned his right to do whatever he wants in the squared circle.
When he was introduced, I don't know if it made it to our tape before he came out, he was introduced as I missed this out, as a something god of wrestling. And it's true. The man is glorified and beatified here and in Japan.
You know, it's really funny, though. Steve Corino, obviously, he first came to fame in ECW, and at that time, he was considered by most to be a comedy wrestler. He feuded with Francine, for sakes. You know, he eschewed the hardcore mentality in favor of the old school. But over the past 6 years, he has become one of the most respected wrestlers on the independent circuit, a true journeyman, a true competitor, a true champion.
A journeyman in the middle-aged guild sense of the word, not a pretender, a guy who just goes everywhere and is instantly recognized as a superstar. Is that what you're saying, Dan Murphy?
Yes, a learned apprentice of a landed nobility.
Very good. And that's our middle-aged, well, kind of the Gilded Age reference for today's lesson.
And now Corino, again putting Brodie Lee on ice, again taking his time, methodically stalking Brodie Lee. And now what's happening? Right back to the side headlock goes Steve Corino.
But as Dan Murphy alluded to so eloquently, although in a somewhat wordy fashion, Scotty Bender, it's true. Steve Corino, he can do the mad wrestling stuff, but if you want to get brutal, if you want to get down and dirty, there are few people I would fear more than Steve Corino. And his forehead has the scars to show it, gentlemen.
Just get some of his matches with Shinji Hashimoto before his passing. You want to talk about some brutal, stiff matches.
Absolute respect there between Corino and Hashimoto, by the way, Scotty Bender. In fact,
no, wait, Glenn Spector on the outside.
To finish up that point on Shinya Hashimoto, when Shinya Hashimoto, unfortunately, tragically passed away far before his time, Steve Corino actually wrote a tribute for him in Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
I understand you were angry about that because that page is going to go to you, Dan Murphy, with some sort of rambling or something like that.
Hey, I get $50 a story. I don't want to see my page counts eaten up by Corino.
And that piece should be out soon, correct?
You get $50?